Today, I want to talk about something that often gets overlooked but is so important: managing and caring for ourselves. We all know that life can be overwhelming sometimes, with school, responsibilities, and everything happening around us. But I've learned that taking care of ourselves is the key to navigating it all. My physical self is something I prioritize because it's the foundation of everything I do. I make sure to stay active even in simple ways like doing morning exercise or riding a bicycle. It's not about intense workout but keeping my body moving to feel energized and focused. I also pay attention to what I eat. While I love treating myself to comfort food, I balance it with fruits, vegetables, and drinking plenty of water. Rest is another non negotiable for me. I try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep because I've learned that when my body is well rested, I can handle stress and challenges so much better. For me, caring for my physical self isn't about perfection. It's about small, consistent efforts that keep me healthy and happy. Now, let's talk about something important but often misunderstood: our sexual self. For me, this means respecting myself and my relationships. Actually, I have a boyfriend, and one thing I've learned is that healthy communication and mutual respect are essential. We make sure to discuss our boundaries and values openly, which helps us build trust and understanding. Taking care of this part of myself also means staying informed and educated about topics like consent, health, and emotional well being. It's not just about the relationship, it's about making choices that reflect my self respect and prioritizing my well being. As a college student, taking care of my economic self means being intentional with my finances. Actually, I've developed a habit of tracking my expenses, making sure that my allowances covers my school needs, savings, and even a little for treating myself. Like for example, if I want to buy something like a delicious meal, nice coffee or clothing, I plan ahead and save for it rather than spending impulsively. This balance helped me stay in control of my money while also enjoying small rewards for my hard work. Managing my finances isn't just about being responsible. It's about creating a sense of stability and enjoying life without regrets. So, my spiritual self plays a big role in how I manage stress and find peace in my daily life. Every Sunday, I make it a priority to go to church. It's a time for me to reflect, pray, and feel connected to something greater than myself. Being in church reminds me of my values and helps me find clarity during difficult times. Outside of Sunday services, I also pray daily, especially before going to bed, and practice gratitude, which keeps me grounded. For me, nurturing my spiritual self isn't just about faith, it's about finding strength, hope, and purpose in everything I do. My digital self plays a huge role in my daily life, especially as a student. Social media helps me stay connected with friends, follow trends, and even learn new things. But I've learned that managing my digital presence is just as important as being present in the real world. There was a time when I felt overwhelmed by the pressure of constantly posting or comparing my life to others online. To manage this, I started setting boundaries like limiting my screen time and curating the accounts I follow to focus on positive and inspiring content. I also make it a point to think before I post. I ask myself, is this helpful or kind? Because I believe that the digital space should be a safe and uplifting place for everyone. Taking care of my digital self means being mindful of how I interact online and ensuring it aligns with who I am offline. Taking care of my political self means recognizing my role as an active member of society. It starts with watching news to stay informed about the issues that affect us today, like climate change, rising inequality, and access to quality education. I believe that awareness is the first step to making a difference. As a student, I engage in discussions about these issues with my peers and stay updated on policies that impact my community. I also make an effort to vote responsibly and participate in local initiatives, whether it's supporting environmental campaigns or advocating for mental health awareness. For me, developing my political self is about aligning my values with my actions and contributing to a better future for everyone. My psychological self is something I've learned to prioritize, especially in college where stress and pressure can feel overwhelming at times. There have been moments when I felt anxious about meeting deadlines or worried about not being good enough. It's in these times that I remind myself to slow down and focus on what I can control. One thing that has really helped is journalizing. I write down my thoughts and emotions to clear my mind and understand what I'm feeling. I also make it a point to talk to my friends or family when things get too heavy because I've realized that I don't have to go through challenges alone. Taking care of my psychological self means embracing my emotions, being kind to myself, and seeking help when I need it. It's not always easy, but every small step makes a difference. So, as I wrap this up, I want to remind myself and anyone watching that taking care of yourself is not a one time thing. It's a journey. We all have different ways of managing our physical, sexual, economic, spiritual, political, digital, and psychological selves, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is that we find a balance that works for us. It's easy to get caught up in the pressures of life, but remember, self care isn't selfish, it's essential. By nurturing all parts of ourselves, we can show up as our best versions, not just for others, but for ourselves too. So, I encourage you to take a moment today to reflect on how you're taking care of yourself. And if there's something you'd like to improve, don't be too hard on yourself. Start small and remember, every step forward counts. Take care and thank you for watching.